FM. Rachel Hrabovsky is here from ICTC. We're talking, I would assume, since you're here, we're talking adult education.
Absolutely. It's the time of the year when you decide what you want to do and change your life, and you come see us. So we want to make sure that we give you every opportunity to do that.
Okay. It's the time of that. What a statement. It's the time of the year when you want to change your life. There are people in that boat, aren't they, that things just aren't going the way they like it. Maybe they don't like the job or the career path they've chosen. Maybe they think there are better opportunities elsewhere, and that's where ICTC comes in.
Yeah, or even you're about to start your second year of college, and you're just like, I don't want to do that another year. We get lots of students who start into those 4-year degrees and then find that it's not for them, or they're not being their passion's not being excited by what they're doing, and they'll come and they'll take a program with us, find a career they love, and then sometimes go back and get that degree once they've kind of got some work experience and honed in more on what they like to do.
Okay, so what are we talking about here? What are some of the things, the programs that people might be attracted to?
We've got quite a few, but one of the things, too, I do want to talk about a little bit today is we're having kind of an open house enrollment event next Wednesday.
Oh.
And basically, it's pretty informal, but it's an event to invite folks to come up to the ICTC that are looking to enroll in an adult program and apply. Their application fee will be waived. Our staff will be there to kind of walk them through what's the next steps to get your financial aid, eligibility determined. We'll have some folks there that we have articulation agreements with, so when you finish your training at ICTC, you can go on for a 2 or 4-year degree, and our program counts towards that. So you're not necessarily choosing college or the ICTC, you're just choosing ICTC as part of that step in the process. So definitely want everyone to know that that's happening. If you've been considering applying, or a couple of programs that you might be interested in, coming up next Wednesday between 5 and 7, you can apply to those programs and not have to pay an application fee. So.
Yeah, one of the great things about that is it's so informal that you might have questions that in a setting with a group of people in a room meeting, it might be difficult for you to put it into words, but just in conversation with someone, you can pretty well figure out exactly where you want to go with it.
Absolutely. It's literally a stop in. We're there with smiles on our face, but it's not going to be an intimidating situation. Very casual. There will be light refreshments. We will have some giveaways for folks that actually come and apply at the event. So it's kind of just that incentive to say, if you've been thinking about it but haven't taken that step to actually make the step to do it, well, we're about a month out from start, and that's definitely plenty of time to get enrolled, but you want to start that process now.
Yeah. In talking with Keith McCracken and with others from ICTC over the course of the last year, and with some of our lawmakers, legislators, county leaders, the hands-on jobs, of course, are jobs that are going to be real hot commodities, and particularly, and I say this because I know that ICTC has a great machining program, but machinists are in tremendous demand right now. There's money to be made there for folks. Absolutely.
The manufacturing industry is hungry for people that are trained, both now, and I think that's going to grow. So when you're looking at what you want to do for your career in your lifetime, that's a field that you get the basic skills. You get in and get some experience in that field. Maybe you'll go on for advanced training. You're going to have what you need to support a family, grow your life, and then hopefully retire, a happy person that you've spent time doing something you love, that you're not miserable in your job.
Yeah, and I know Keith always boosts it because he used to teach machining at ICTC, but it is a great program, and it's pretty indicative of the way the programs are run there at ICTC as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's one of our daytime programs. Mr. Ascente runs it. It's blended with our high school students, but what I can tell you is my adult students that are in that program have all come out with exceptional reviews of the program and the time. He really takes time to figure out what your goals are and kind of help make sure that what you're learning while you're in that program leads you to that, whether it's to your journeyman, so you're wanting to enter employment, or if you're more focused on, I want my NIM certification. So we can take that both ways.
So what are some of the other career paths that people are really after you for right now? They're saying, Rachel, I hear you have this program. How can you help me?
We have our interest is pretty balanced. We have we have 3 different programs in the construction cluster, which of course that field is also looking for trained workers, and that's going to keep growing. So our HVAC program is a big one for folks. There's going to be a huge shortage of HVAC technicians. And we also have carpentry and masonry kind of in that arena. In the healthcare field, we've got practical nursing and medical assisting. We've got cosmetology, so for the creative folks who who've been wanting to do that. 9 months, you're in, you're out, you have your license. It's a quick option. But we're really calling this event Christmas in July. We started it last year because we really strongly believe that giving yourself a good career and good technical skills is giving yourself a gift. So give yourself a gift.
Someone have to call you to register?
You do not. You can call if you want more information or have questions, but we'll have applications there, and someone will be able to walk you through that process. There's no application fee, so really you need yourself and any of your questions.
Yeah, terrific. Now, you mentioned start dates for these programs. Most of them start at about the same time.
Right. We have almost all our programs are starting at least a cohort on the 27th of August. So end of August, we've got groups starting in all of our cohorts. CDL has a little bit different starts, so they're not starting on that specific date, but we start those classes regularly, so someone who's looking for that.
And one of the things that people wonder about is, can I really afford to do this, Rachel? And is there any help out there for me if I wanted to try a new track, or if I wanted to just take up for the very first time some sort of educational course from ICTC? What can we do for those folks?
The exciting news is that ICTC is accredited just like an IUP in terms of being able to offer federal financial aid to students. So we can consider a student for Pell Grants and Stafford loans to help with cost of programs. We have students that come in with private scholarships that they've obtained, and we can use any of those. And then depending on like if someone's dealing with a job change, maybe they lost their job. Often there's some assistance that's available, like through your CareerLink offices. We see a lot of folks getting some assistance there, but there are eligibility criteria for that. But anybody who's in that transition where they've lost their job due to a layoff, they often can find eligibility there. They have some programs also for youth between 18 and 24 that maybe are looking to get into a career training program. So that sometimes we'll kind of listen to where you are in your life story and try to point you to where there might be some options to help you.
And I would assume if somebody shows up next week on Wednesday the 25th at ICTC, there will be someone there who can talk to them about those concerns?
Absolutely. We all can help you with that stuff. Yeah.
Terrific. Terrific. So it looks like ICTC's ready to get hopping again. Not exactly quiet during the summer, is it?
No, it's not. It might be quiet in the hallways, but not in our offices.
Yeah, you got to get it all kicked up and ready to go again in the fall, just like every other school.
Yeah, it's an exciting time of year because you're starting something new, and you got people that are like I said, ready to change their lives. So.
Yeah, terrific stuff. Okay, so welding, machining, all of those hands-on manufacturing industry type of jobs, those certainly are big at ICTC. The masonry program you mentioned, the carpentry program, those are all jobs that will need high demand. The visual arts, let's talk a little bit about them.
We do have a digital media program that focuses on communicating messages via digital arts. And then there's the graphics side where it's more on print media. And we do also have computer systems technology. They changed the name to the IT department more, but what it focuses on is getting your CompTIA certification, your A+ and your Net+, which is, if you don't know lingo, it's just a certification that out in the industry is helpful when you're looking for a job in IT.
Yeah, and most of those programs have some sort of certification element to them, don't they?
Right. We work hard to pair them up with something that when they go to an employer, they can say, hey, I also have this certification, and it's an additional verification that they have a skill, something that's third party to the ICTC and industry recognized.
And that's another important aspect of getting an ICTC education is, I don't know that there's specific placement programs, but you do have agreements and you have people coming to you, employers coming to you all the time that say, we need people, and who do you have for me?
Right. We get lots of calls from definitely in the all of our industries, but manufacturing is just hungry. So our machining and welding programs definitely get calls regularly. Who do you got? And especially as you get to about April, they know that the classes are going to be graduating. So yeah.
So they start swimming around like sharks.
That's right.
Trying to get those ICTC folks. They know there's competition. Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it?
It's a good thing.
All right, terrific. She's Rachel Hrabovsky. She will be there. Everybody else from ICTC going to be there. It's next Wednesday. Give the time again.
From 5 to 7. Just stop up.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. Thanks for coming in today.
Oh, of course. It's always great to be here.
That's the thing. We only get to see Rachel in the summertime because in the course of the regular school year, we're seeing high school students coming in, and that's fine. But it's good to catch up with the adult programs too.
it's wonderful to be here.
Good shit. All right. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160, 101.1 FM.